Hey everyone, I wanted to do a haul video only because I saw one of my good friends, ODC, that's me, just recently do one. So keeping with continuity, go check out his haul video. And he's testing out a new camera. He looks really good on the camera. Not that he looks really good. I mean, he does look really good. I'm getting in a perpetual cycle, but yeah, he looks good. I see, I can't stop. So you can go check out his video and his haul. I don't do a lot of haul videos. I enjoy doing them, but I'll see like a whole stack of things that I've bought for a while, and I'm like, now would be a good time to do a haul video. And seeing his video made me go, I think it should be a good time. So a couple of things that I want to talk about real quick as I'm killing time before the wife brings supper home. So first, I'm looking at some comics that I've got right here. Rob Sunday Comic Corner is going to come back. I've been saying it forever. I almost got all the way through the conversion stuff, and then kind of stopped. Summer hit, and I fell off the horse, and now I have a whole stack of books to go through again. So Sunday Comic Corner is going to come back. I'm going to change the format just a little bit. Rather than doing single issues, I'm going to do them kind of in chunks. I would like to do a whole completed story, but I'll probably do at least 2 or 3 issues at a time for a while to kind of sometimes just reviewing one single issue kind of gets a little disjointed, although that's going to go in a topic that I'm going to have here in a little bit, which is counterproductive to what I just said, but that's kind of the idea. People have been asking, you know, when's it going to come back? When's it going to come back? It is going to come back. It'll probably just be a live thing like you're seeing right now. That's a lot easier to do. I was trying to get real fancy and show comic images, and it just, I thought, oh, that's going to be pretty cool. But it was taking up a lot of time to do that on a Sunday. And I kind of wanted to just bang them out and talk about them, but just be kind of really quick in and out with them. So that's the first thing. And I am putting out this invite. I'm talking about the Rogue Show. I would like to do another one rather sooner than later, but the invite is going out to Strident. So, sir, if you are watching this, this is your formal invite to the Rogue Show. We would all like you to be a part of it. We had a really great time at ODC's wedding, and we were all sitting around a table. And as we drove home, my wife's like, "Why don't you have? Blah. See, I can't even talk. Why have you had Strident on the show?" And I'm like, no, I feel like such an idiot. I haven't. I know Anthony would love to have him on the show. He and Anthony talk quite a bit. I think everybody else on the Rogue Show would like to have him on. So I'm going to throw the topic out there. Anthony and the rest of us in the Rogue Show and Chapman Films and Stu and Olivia, we've kind of been talking about just the availability of buying action figures, or basically anything, but primarily for us, action figures in a store. Going back to when I was in my 20s or when I was in high school, I could go to a store and I could buy an action figure, and there would be a buttload of figures there. And eventually the figures would all get sold, and the next wave would come out. Nowadays, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel to buy anything. I had said, you know, I could see in 10 years that we're going to have to go online to buy action figures. So I don't want to get into the whole discussion right now. Pardon me as I adjust my chair. But I think what I was trying to say, at least in our chat log, was, you know, shirts and groceries. You're not going to buy groceries online and stuff like that, although you can. But I think as far as collecting, it's just getting really hard to do. To walk into Walmart and buy something. So I don't want to get into that discussion. That's kind of the topic. So again, Strident, sir, if you're watching, this is the formal invite, and I think all the other Rogue Show members would agree. We would love to have you on. Anthony, if you're watching this, I'm going to kind of leave it up to you. I don't have his contact information other than sending him a message through Google or YouTube or whatever, but I would like to officially invite Strident to be part of the Rogue Show, at least for one episode, and if he wants to keep coming back, then I would love to have him on. So that's enough of my blathering about just the topic that I want to discuss. Just collecting in general and how hard it is, and like we do on the Rogue Show, the topic will start here and we'll end, over here. So it's always fun. So at some point, I would like to do another Rogue Show. We were trying to do them once a month, and then one of the last ones we did, we realized we hadn't done one since Christmas of last year. So we recently did a Star Wars one. It was a lot of fun. So the Rogue Show could get really crowded, but that's really cool that there's just this community of people that enjoy collecting, these things. So on to my haul. Since I was talking about comics and Rob's Sunday Comic Corner, here's some comics that I just recently picked up. This is Second Chances. It's a Batman trade. It's the Jason Todd trade. So there are some Robin 75th anniversary. It doesn't have the 75th anniversary logo on it, but this did come out in kind of a tip to the hat to Robin. So this is basically the introduction of Jason Todd. Starting with Dick Grayson still as Robin, the event that happens to Dick that causes Dick and Bruce to have their rift, where Dick goes off to become Nightwing, and Bruce picks up Jason Todd. We see him taking the wheels off the Batmobile right here. And this goes almost right up till Death in the Family. It covers Batman 402 to 403, then 408 to 416, and Batman Annual 11. And I can't remember. I want to say it's Batman 4. Is it 430 or 427? I can't quite remember where Death in the Family starts, but it's pretty close. So you could get this trade, read Death in the Family, Lonely Place of Dying, and be in kind of continuity. So that's something I picked up comic-wise. Don't know if I will review it. I might if somebody wants to, but it'll take a little bit to read. I did pick up 4 comics today. Deathstroke, number 10. Is that right? Yes, number 10 here. Which, I'm not up to 10 on Rob's Sunday Comic Corner, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of catch-up. But again, I'll do Sunday Comic Corner maybe all the Deathstroke issues, and then the next one maybe all the Robin Son of Batman. Maybe I'll do 2, but I don't want to do like 15 books and have it be a 4-hour video, unless you want a 4-hour video. So that's that one as I just dropped it. That's awesome. Love being live here. This is one I've really been waiting for. Grayson, number 12, The Journey Home. Dick Grayson is making his first return to Gotham after being dead, and what the rest of the Bat family thinks about it. And once Dick returns, he realizes Bruce doesn't really remember being Batman anymore, or really remember much of anything else. So I haven't read it yet, but that's the synopsis of this issue. Can't wait for that. And it's kind of the precursor to the Robin War that's going to be coming up, and kind of Batman Eternal as well. In that same vein, We Are Robin, number 4. I've really been surprised with this series. Being a big Robin fan, you would think, hey, Rob would be all about this. And first I was a little like, I don't know, but it's really, really pretty good. And this is going to be leading into Robin War as well. And then the other thing, shh, don't tell anybody. I have my free copy, Batman Day. Today is Thursday. This doesn't come out till Saturday. But the big thing, this is the free Batman Day comic book. There's a lot of different versions that you can get. It's all the same issue. It's the Endgame Part 1, where Batman fights the Justice League. But the big reason I got it here is the 8-page preview for Batman and Robin Eternal. Batman Eternal was a year-long story that they were doing. Batman and Robin is going to be a 6-month story, which goes into the next thing I want to talk about. Different retailers, excuse me if I'm wrong, FYE, and I think Best Buy, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble. There's a whole list of different variant covers for, I think I said Hot Topic. Spencer's Gifts will have them. Your local comic book stores. Comic book stores, libraries. You can get digital versions. The contents will all be the same, but the front cover will be different. So I'm going to go around to try and track down all the variant covers for this, just because that's what I do. I am thinking about doing a second podcast and trying to decide. I want to do a dedicated podcast to Batman and Robin Eternal. it's Robin's 75th anniversary. Robin War is going on, and I talked about doing it as a rogue show type video that we would get together once a month and talk about 4 books. And I think I had much loftier goals than what I could actually achieve. But I am going to do this. I don't know if it's going to be a YouTube video or if it's going to be just an audio podcast that I could, put up on YouTube or whatever. But I have to kind of watch the music that I use so it's not copywritten, blah, blah, blah. But it is something definitely I want to do. So that's kind of what I'm throwing out to you. Would you want an audio podcast? I want to talk to Dustin over at the BatmanUniverse.net that houses my Robin Everyone Loves the Drake podcast, which episode 29 just came out, in case you are listening to that podcast, and seeing if he would host for me the podcast. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do it weekly, which would be the opposite of what I said of doing a video, a comic book series, do them in chunks, like, okay, we'll do it a month at a time. So maybe a month might be better, so I would have 4 issues, that there would be more of the story to talk about, and would do that for 6 months, which would be 4 issues a month. So there would be 6 episodes of the show that would have 4 issues. I think I've said that enough. So that's the idea. Or I could do it as a weekly podcast that would be really short, but at the end of the week, you would get my thoughts on the book. I would like to have guests on the show. It could be anybody out there, any other podcasters, rogue show co-hosts. That's always nice to have other people to talk to, just to kind of bounce ideas off of. That's the fun part about podcasting. So that's the idea that I have. I know it's going to be starting soon. So if you're interested, leave me a message down in the comments. The only thing that I ask is that you have equipment to record. Headphones are really good. A microphone of some type would be really good. Your microphone for your webcam would work. I use a headset when recording a podcast. It gets a much clearer audio, and so that's just something I tend to like to do. If you don't have that, we'll kind of work around it. So let me know. I'm just kind of throwing it out there to see what interest there is in the Batman and Robin Eternal podcast, which I think I'm going to do anyway. And whether it's just a video that I talk about or a full-blown podcast, and I'm really enjoying doing them. I've thought about doing a second one. A weekly one would be kind of a fun thing to do, but I would have to have a dedicated time every single week. So I think I'm more leaning towards the once a month route to do it that way. So I think I've talked enough. The first thing in here that says update and Recentish haul. So here is the haul that I have. A couple things I might have shown before. So if I have, I apologize. We'll do the superhero stuff first. I think I've shown this guy a couple times. I'm getting some booze right now from the roadshow. I have been picking up some of the multiverse 3 3/4 inch figures. I pick up a lot of the Arkham stuff. I have Hush upstairs. Here's the Arkham Knight, which the Arkham Knight DC Collectibles figure just came out, and I cannot find that guy to save my life in my comic book shop right now. But I've had this for a little while. I might have shown this. I got this right around the time of ODC's wedding. It's the Teen Titans Go Robin that comes with the Bat computer or the Titans computer. Thought this is pretty cool. Would go along with the one that I have over here. There he is, over there. So I got that guy. Let's see. I just got this in the mail about a week ago. It is the Greg Capullo Designer Series Batgirl. I finally got a hold of her. I'm getting close on completing all the figures right now. The big one for me was I almost said Hulk Buster. The Thrasher suit Batman. I don't know what universe I'm in. So that was a one that I was really glad to get, that I thought, man, I would like to do the whole Capullo series. But I found it pretty cheap, and I've already reviewed him. You've already seen that. So I've got Batgirl here. The only ones that I currently don't have are Two-Face and Red Hood. I would like to pick up the Red Hood. And then I would have everything up to the Endgame Joker that hasn't been out yet. And they just announced the Year Zero Batman suit version #2. So that would be pretty cool. So there's that. Other superhero stuff. I think I've talked about this. I'm not sure if I showed anybody yet or not. is a DC Superheroes Harbor Boat Pursuit. The big reason I got it is for the New 52 Dick Grayson Robin Lego minifigure, which is pretty cool that they did that. So that was, I think, kind of the tip to the hat, as we look like I'm Batman here. Tip the hat to the Robin 75th anniversary. They could have done any Robin, but they chose Dick Grayson, which I thought was cool. Also comes with Deathstroke and the New 52 Batman. There he is. So, I'll probably do another high-speed video of me putting this together really fast, and then we'll do the proper review. I still have another Lego set that I bought last year that I have not put together yet. So a couple more Lego sets coming. And then I think, oh, the big thing that I got for my anniversary, I got my wife a nice necklace, and I wasn't looking for anything from her. That's something I wanted to do for her. And she's like, I have to get you something. I'm like, no, you don't have to get me anything. And what she got me, I have 4 of the 5 here. So if you've seen my Instagram channel, Rob's Rogues, you've seen him already, but that's right, it's Bruce Wayne. And there are, I have 4 of them, right? 4 of the 5 right here. Origins Batman is somewhere else. I have the Gotham Batman 5-pack. I love this 5-pack. Initially, granted, this is the figure that everybody wants, is the Bruce Wayne figure. Really cool. Wonky, DC, it's more DC Direct articulation, if you remember those back in the day. I'm not going to do the full review right here. You might not watch that review, but I love this figure. And for the limited articulation that he has, he's going to look great just standing on the shelf. And I'm surprised with some of the other articulation that he does have. So very cool. I shot the box portion of the review, so that way I can get the figures out and kind of play with them and take a look at them for a little bit. But very, very cool. And there's some differences in the 5 new figures as opposed to the figures you already have. So if you're... It's the only way to get the Bruce Wayne figure. I imagine once people start buying him and putting him up on eBay that he's going to be really, really pricey, which sucks. I wish they just would have released the figure by himself, but it was so nice that my wife got him for me for our anniversary. And the other figures are different enough that I actually kind of like the new versions over the original releases, so I'll probably swap out the figures that I already bought. I have 3 of the 5 figures already, which sucks, but this is the first time that I've ever had the Arkham Asylum Batman, which is really pretty cool. So I won't have anything to compare this guy to, but I like this figure. It's very much the same as the Arkham City figure, aside from a couple differences, but very cool. And now the other stuff here. All it's going to be Star Wars. I started the Rob's Rebellion. My cousin calls Rob's Rebellion Robbie's Rebels, which makes me laugh. So maybe I'll call it Robbie's Rebels. I don't know. He's like, you should call it Robbie's Rebels. So maybe it'll be called Robbie's Rebels. I'll show the 3 3/4 figures. I don't know how much Star Wars stuff I'm going to buy. And with the stuff I'm showing you, you're going to say, Rob, it looks like you're buying a lot already. I'm trying to tell myself, you don't have to buy every single one. I've got enough Star Wars stuff, old Star Wars stuff, to review till the cows come home. But I am buying new stuff. I really telling myself to only buy the troopers and maybe the characters that I feel like I really need. But as you're going to see, I'm already buying a lot already. I cannot wait to get this figure in a 6-inch. We know who it is. Captain Phasma. Very cool. So I picked this one up, 3 3/4. I'm a sucker for all the troopers. So I have the Flame Trooper right here. Very cool. I believe they're making a 6-inch version. I'm almost positive there's a 6-inch version of this. So I'd like to try and get every single trooper that is coming out. So a Snow Trooper is supposed to be out at Toys R Us. ODC's been trying to pick up a couple of these and keeps getting told, call back tomorrow. Call back tomorrow. And they know him by name now. They're like, hey, is this Anthony? So sorry if I ruined your story there, dude. But I think it's kind of cool. I've had that happen too. Like, is this the Rob guy that's calling about the Robin figure? No, no, no. It's somebody else. Yeah, it's me. Let's see here. I'll save those for last. This came on Force Friday. I think I've already shown it a couple times. This wave is really hard to find. Kylo Ren. It's going to be fun to review a figure that I don't know anything about. I said it already about the First Order troopers. but it's kind of fun. I mean, Dark Warrior, strong with the Force. Kylo Ren commands the First Order with temper and fury as his unconventional lightsaber. That's all I know about the character, and I like that. So hard to pick up this wave. I know everybody that's picking up Black figures, Star Wars Black series figures, are just enraged because we can't find them anywhere. So luckily, I'm dumb lucking myself into Force Friday picking some up, and then Walgreens and other places are starting to have them. So I think Dollar General around me is starting to carry them as well. I haven't checked yet, but I hear people are saying they're finding Black Series figures at a dollar type of store, but they're not saying. But I think that's the Dollar General, I think. So some other Black Series figures. That's all I have from Force Awakens. We've seen the Troopers, which I've moved them. I picked up a Black Series Clone Trooper. I'd like to pick up all the variants of the Clone Troopers. I like the First Order Troopers, but there was something about the Clone Troopers that I really, really liked, and this may be my favorite version of the Stormtrooper. I don't know what it is about the Clone Trooper, but I've always kind of gravitated towards them. The first time I saw them, I was like, man, that's cool. So that's my favorite part about the prequels is the Troopers. First time seeing them, like, oh, yeah. To me, that was a redeeming factor of the prequels. I just love the Troopers. We've seen her. She's back behind here, Slave Leia. I finally picked up Slave Leia, and kind of after the rant that a father had of his son walking through Toys R Us and seeing a half-naked Star Wars figure, I wanted to go, shenanigans, you were probably old enough to have seen the real Slave Leia on TV. So then this figure started disappearing like crazy. So I got her at Barnes & Noble. I told myself to pick her up when she first came out, and I never did. Well, now I finally have her, so it was really cool to pick her up. And that is it for the haul. I did want to give you a little preview of some other things that you will get to see on Rob's Rogues for the Star Wars stuff, some of my older things. And this goes back into collecting and going to a store. Anthony mentioned it in his video about having an exclusive and it be a legitimate exclusive. It's like, yes, it's a figure, it's a repaint. It's kind of what Walgreens did with the new Daredevil figure and just swapped out the Hawkeye head for Matt Murdock. This is something that is an exclusive. It's kind of like an SDC thing. You could only get this particular thing at this particular store. I'll save the best for last. This was something that was a Walmart exclusive. These are all slightly different variations, and I almost have the whole entire series. I am missing one, and it really irks me. I never looked for it on eBay. I'm sure I could find it, but now I've waited long enough that the new Star Wars movie's coming out, so all the Star Wars stuff is starting to go up in price. Nice job, Rob. When the Star Wars trilogy came out on DVD for the first time, Walmart Walmart only had a midnight release that you could buy the DVD of, I think, the special editions, like I just said. And they had a series of figures that were only available when the DVD hit at midnight. So if you didn't pick them up at midnight, chances are if you waited till the next morning, you did not get these figures. So here is the commemorative trilogy DVD collection. It is the Return of the Jedi pack. It is the Emperor, the Emperor, Darth Vader, and a Stormtrooper, 3 3/4 figures. And here's the back of it. Never opened this guy ever. This is something that I'm going to do on the channel, which this is basically the review that you're kind of seeing right here. It'll be better shot. But some of the stuff I have in boxes, I don't know if I want to open it just for the sake of a review. This is part of my collection that I want to share, and I really don't want to open it. So some of these could be in box reviews. Some of them could be and will be out of box reviews, because sometimes I bought two, one to have in package, one out of package. So this is something to look forward to. Like, again, you've already kind of seen this, but it'll be shot a little bit better so you can see it. And the last thing, I believe it was a 4.5-hour wait outside of, I know it was Target because like it says it on the box. When Revenge of the Sith came out, there was a Target exclusive, and this is one of 50,000, which I know kind of sounds like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, this was a very sought-after figure. And I want to say, my cousin can correct me if I'm wrong, I think we waited 4 hours outside of Target. There were probably, I want to say 20 some odd people, and for a 4-hour wait outside of Target before they opened up in the morning. And not only that, it was stinking cold, it was raining, we were soaked to the bone, but we waited about 4 hours in line for Lava Darth Vader. So I still have him in the blister pack. Again, I apologize for the wonky lights here in my little studio type room. It's really kind of hard to see. I will shoot this better. He's still in the blister box that he came in originally, which I thought was kind of cool. It has the little Empire insignia, if you will. So this is the only way to get the Lava Darth Vader when Revenge of the Sith came out before the movie was released. This is Target exclusive right there. So again, this is something I'm never planning on opening. So some of the reviews will be like this. Some of the reviews will be loose, so we'll actually see the figures move and all that type of stuff. But I have totes upon totes upon totes upon totes of vehicles and play sets and all type of stuff, Star Wars, to review. So it has been very superhero-ish and Robin-ish on this channel. And now I'm going to branch out and kind of do some other stuff, and Star Wars is a big thing. So kind of wanted to bring that up, just kind of show you some things to kind of look forward to. Been working some overtime at work. My wife and I just celebrated our 8-year anniversary, so I have to work overtime tomorrow, which Fridays are always my day to shoot a bunch of reviews and start uploading, and I'm not going to get to do that. I'll probably have to do it on Saturday or Sunday. So I apologize for the lack of videos recently, and that's kind of why I wanted to do a live video, and I got the idea from watching Anthony do his live video, and I'm like, dang it, I need to do a live video. And I want to say, it's the first time I've been able to say it live, I believe, but big thank you for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. That means the world to me. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the content. For people who have been wanting Rob Sunday Comic Corner to come back, it is going to come back. The format will be just a little different, but hopefully you guys will enjoy the content that I have here. I enjoy doing the Rogue Show. We have a blast doing it. Doing the Star Wars discussion was great. Stu really wanted to be involved in it, but we did it when it was basically like 2 o'clock in the morning for him. And he happened to be up. I just couldn't get him into the chat for whatever. Google Hangouts is weird. You can't do the upload directly from YouTube. You actually have to go to Google, and trying to find people is really hard. So I'm trying to work on getting people added ahead of time, so I'm not trying to add people live. So enough rambling. The next video that I believe is going to come up, I believe, is the 5-pack, and then Kylo Ren's review will be shot after that. And let me know what you think about Batman and Robin Eternal. Is it something you want to see as a video or to be done as a podcast? Maybe I'll do both. So I believe food is here, so I'm going to go eat. We'll see everybody later, and the next video will be up this weekend sometime. Could be Sunday. A knock on wood. Maybe there'll be a Rob Sunday Comic Corner. I think so. Maybe it'll be Robin, Son of Batman, and possibly Teen Titans. So you can look forward to that. We'll see everybody. Thanks for watching as always, and that's it. All I'm going to say is and as I try and get to my clicker, and we'll see everybody.